Good evening everybody. I hope you're having a fantastic Sunday, or I mean Saturday. Swap on over to the main scene. Good evening one and all, how are you? Happy Saturday evening to you. Haven't done a Saturday stream in a long while. How is everyone? How's your weekend going? Hope it's all been good. Who do we have in tonight? Got Vallegro and Darkwing. Yelik about to start leveling your professions. Good luck and spend all your gold. Yes, that does tend to happen quite a lot. Good luck, definitely. With a half eye, no problem. Football and dinner, no problem, Darkwing. Lovely to have you here in whatever capacity. Sarkyrox and Zulok, Opsiana, Heavy Metal. Hope you're doing. Oh, thank you very much. Missed that one. Zulok, Sakharov, and Opsiana. Good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Thank you, Vallegros, for jumping in there before I even had a chance to read anything. Thank you so much. What would I recommend to diversify your bulk gold making? Kind of got messed with enchanted heavy callous hide going down so much in cost. It's a tricky one, the enchanting one. I'm noticing the same thing myself here. I guess diversity means just still sell everything you can in that profession, including old world stuff. Old world stuff is still selling, so have a look at what professions you have and spread out as much as you possibly can. Big Pappy, good afternoon to you. 60,000 Desolate Leather at 2 gold 80. Wow. Excuse me, that is amazing. Big bounce piece, that is amazing. Nay Mardaj, thank you so much for the follow. Hope you're doing well. Lovely to have you here. You just leveled up enchanting and callous hide flew down. Yes, it's a tricky one. And good evening, Mushy and Totems. Hope you're doing well. Keep on going deep into jewel crafting. They're crying about the prices being so much. Not smart. No problem, Totems. I'm going to be doing the same myself with jewel crafting. That's absolutely fine, Mushy. We all have busy lives. Price floor because the shuffle's down to around 3 gold, so be careful. Yeah, it's an interesting one, isn't it, Zanzibar? And good evening, Zanzibar. Hope you're doing well. And Marimo 55, thank you so much for the follow. Neymar, lovely to have you here. I didn't understand that, but I'm assuming you're saying you're from Colombia, perhaps? Unlearn enchanting so it goes back up. Maybe that would work. You never know. We'll see what happens. Solidity, good evening to you. Hope you're having a fantastic evening or afternoon so far. I love to see so many familiar faces, even though I'm on a Saturday here. We are here in Bastion. Can anyone guess where I'm at and what I'm trying to do? It's an interesting one, this one. I found out through my one of my YouTube comments to look out for this, so I'm going to have a look myself. I'm guessing Bastion. Yep, absolutely right. I can round it down to the nearest planet, definitely. Creatives, good evening. Here everyone now. I just realised my time was 1 from your time, so was here much too early. No problem, Creatives. Lovely to have you here in any capacity. Thank you, Darkwing. I'll go and set up a command for that. Fishing something, maybe not this time. I'm a bit far from the ground for that. Francis, Aussie DJ, good evening. Difficult due to obvious time difference. Yes, it's lovely to have you here, Aussie DJ. It's I imagine very early in the morning for you at the moment. Apophis, Pudi Siraj, good evening to you. You thought your email notification was faulty. It is strange. It's a Saturday, not a Sunday. Base legendaries and alchemy are going to be super useful next week with the raid. I'm hoping so. I really am hoping so. And it depends on the players on your server more than anything else, I guess. Serengina, howdy to you. Lovely to have you here. Hittelis is finally getting into battle pets. That's right. There's a battle pet just around the corner here. Bone Arrow, Witchcrafters level next have a lot of... they have a lot of recipes. Yes, mainly inscriptions, the tough one. Others not quite so much, but there are a few different ones. More selling. No. Today is reserved for chatting, Mushy, but yes, we have got some mailboxes to open later. Some really good ones as well. Looking good in that outfit. Thank you. Dapper Dan is looking very nice here at the moment. Really enjoying his view at the moment. We'll go and have a look at that. I'm going to get just check on the Wowhead blog so that I can get the command for that sorted. We'll talk about that to start with, and then we'll do a little bit more gold making and things like that throughout the evening. Plenty to do tonight, so let me have a look. Adjust this command for everyone. There we go. That should work. Let me just jump back in here. And there we go. That should work and get us to the correct one, which is number 154. Can you believe it? No kittens tonight. They're downstairs eating some food, so I imagine they'll be having fun there. There we go. Let me just open this out just about there, and then we can see everything at the moment. There we go. Fantastic. Help them get a real transmog in the main tune. Exactly. Something proper. Today's topic, this week's topic rather, is going to be talking about, obviously we have nerfs and other things to look out for, things to make gold and things that we need to adapt what we learnt last week and see what we can do about it there. So there's quite a few different options there. We'll have to see what happens over the next few weeks, whether there's going to be any more nerfs or things like that. But it's a very interesting time. Blizzard seem to have their eye across all aspects of Shadowlands, including gold making, which is why we had some quite interesting vendor flip nerfs this week, which is highlighted in the fact that we've had a professions in the list of hot fixes, which it doesn't normally happen. Usually a lot of this stuff sort of like silently goes through. So it was nice to actually see them talking about, okay, they've increased the gold of the following reagents to 9 gold, 7 gold 20 if you got exalted. Jay Champio, thank you so much for the follow. Hope you're doing well. Lovely to have you here. 9. Good day, Cron Cake. Lovely to have you here too. Samadan on a Saturday and a Wowhead blog. It's the world's gone upside down, Apophis. Good evening, Commander Bond as well. Lovely to have you here. You leveled your leather worker to 60. Haven't done anything on him but craft. Put 700,000 on him and down to 167 from just purchasing arboreal shards. They're such a gold thing. Yes, they are. They are tricky ones, those, Champion. The thing with a lot of the professions, if you're starting to get up to the base legendaries, it's going to cost a fair amount of gold to get through it, definitely. Now I think it's Sunday. That's the main problem with swapping your day. You're going to think, you think of it this way, Inkstains, you're going to have a bonus day tomorrow when you wake up. Myself in a clip, it's hard to be Danish. So this was interesting because there were some vendor flips last week, which we highlighted in last week's blog, talking about the Shrouded Cloth Cave and the composite bow were the most popular of the vendor flips. And that set a floor to the prices of things like Shrouded Cloth being, what was it, 7 or 8 gold before you could, any lower than that and you could turn it into a vendor flip. Now, obviously, with the price of the penumbra thread going up, and the number of penumbra thread needed means that it's no longer cost effective to do it with your shrouded cloth at that price. It's more like shrouded cloth being at 2 gold, I think some people worked out. So it makes a big difference, definitely. Currently working through rank 3 of your Lego blacksmith chest. Wow, that's very early, Cromcake. Are people actually buying the rank 3s at this point? Because you don't have the soul ash to be able to make a rank 3 at this point, do you? That takes a little bit more time, because it is kind of time gated. Faker89 2010, thank you so much for the follow. And Adrios, good evening to you. They are selling for 100k each. Oh really, Cromcake? Okay. Hopefully. Yeah, lots of people are buying the top ranks. Interesting. I wonder why. Why buy them now? Come up with a good pigment ink crafting material cost. I haven't come up with one yet, Hawk, but if I do, or if anyone does know of one, please put it in the chat, definitely. Can I make cheap cloth braces, or what's the cheapest cloth items to disenchant? At the moment, for me, it's the braces. the shrouded cloth braces, and also to some extent, if I'm going to go for the sacred shards, the blue cuffs are also good for me. You sold 20 pieces of rank 4 ring already. Oh wow, okay. They are selling. I'm surprised. I have no idea why they would, but definitely. Dilgi, or Dilgi, thank you so much for the follow. I hope I got one of those pronunciations right. Let me know which way you prefer to be called. You had a migraine, felt like you had to post a hotfix warning on Discord when it came out. That is dedication, Vallegro. That really is. Braces through tailoring is clearly cheapest, otherwise you have desolate leather arm guards through leatherworking. Yeah, exactly. So as Anzafal was saying, sometimes the leatherworking braces can be cheaper. It's kind of, on my server, it's kind of a very close line between the cloth and the leather braces. If it's more than one penumbra for the cloth braces, right, yes, that's right. So it's more vendor materials for the cloth braces. Let me have a look here whilst I'm here. We'll go into my Shadowlands cloths. It takes 3 penumbra thread. Oh, that's the cuffs. The braces, the braces does take 3 as well. So it takes 3 for that, but it only takes 1 for the leatherworking. So it depends on your desolate leather price, really, like you're saying. So you've got more room to wiggle room there, haven't you?
Cromcake just subscribed. Thanks as always for the great content. Hope you can keep doing what you love here on Twitch.
Thank you, Cromcake. With your support, that definitely makes it a lot more possible. Thank you so much. That's very, very kind of you. I have a whole lot of notes for you. 4 months is amazing. Thank you. A load of Covenant ones in there as well. Fantastic. Thank you so much. So that's $22.50 plus the cloth. Yes, basically. And then whatever the cloth price is going to be based on the vendor sell price of that. What profession level you need before the profession world quest unlock? I'm not sure about that, actually, Yellick. What have I seen them on? I've seen them on my leather worker, and I don't think my leather worker's only got about halfway through on that one. Your cost for leather working is like 30 gold. Okay. Dancing for the kittens. That's brilliant. I like that. Let me just check that. There we go. Cooking one popped up at 25 skill for you. Okay, thank you, Rob's DS Master. I hope I've got the right letters pronounced there. Full bot's probably getting cheaper leatherworking braces and cloth braces because the vendor mats needed are probably not on medium to low pop. It depends really. I mean, there's a lot of people out there farming leather, especially if you look. I saw the World Quest was open earlier. The drought conditions is currently going on at the moment, so I imagine that's going to have all the ether worms being slain for their leather over there. I'll probably go over there a little bit myself later on Earthen and do a fair amount. Shrouded is 4.8. Wow, what's it here? Let's have a look. Let's do browse, enchanting mats, and I also had something else I wanted to look for. Was the leatherworking side of things. Let's run a shopping scan, not on the enchanting mats. Oh look, eternal crystals down to 7,200. How many at that price? Just a couple, then they go up to 8,000. That's going to be interesting, see what happens with those. And shrouded was what I was actually looking for here. Let me just turn that over. Sneakier Turtle, thank you so much for the follow. I like that name, that's nice. Shadowlands cloth. Lightless silks down to 72, shrouded cloth down to 649 for me. 72 is a good price. Then there's 73. Be tempted to buy a few of those out. My smart average buy is 103. I'd be tempted. How much would that cost me? That cost me a fair amount to buy those. Sorry, going on a slight divergent shopping spree. It cost me more gold than I currently have at the moment until I open my mailbox. So I'll leave that for the moment. There we go. And maybe I'll come back to that one. It's a bargain, definitely. Clearly leatherwork is a cheaper. Yeah, if shrouded is 4.8 and it costs you so cheaply to make your leatherworking bracer. That was your favourite one, the Blight Touched Egg Farm. What's that one, Kirito? Thank you, Mushy. There we go. Let's have a look. Desolate leather. Oh, I can't click on that for some reason. That's strange. I can do a search for it here. Desolate leather is currently coming in at, oh, look at that, 2 gold 80. That is really cheap at the moment. Mine is 3 gold here, min buyout. Smart average is 6.94. Okay. Alessia, thank you so much. Raiding me with a party, Betty. Thank you so much. Bonsoir, ça va? Comment t'appelles-tu? I hope you're having a lovely evening so far. Thank you so much for the raid. That is absolutely lovely. Thank you so much. How are you? How was your stream? For those that don't know me, my name is Samadan. We're looking at gold making things. We're talking about the Wowhead economy blog at the moment. Buy 300 of the, and give me some dust for the desolate leather. Mushy's telling me to buy things and I haven't got any gold. Definitely possible here. I mean, I would go here for the 280. I'll buy those just to give me some in my pocket for now. There's 14,000 at 3 gold. That's amazing. Wow, okay. I don't want to spend too much gold. I've only got 2,000 left on this character. Down to 395,000 gold. We need to make some gold. There's lots of things we need to do here. Okay, welcome everyone, first and foremost. Oblux, Bathman TV, and Aideen, thank you so much for your follows. Lovely to have you here. And everyone else who came in, thank you so much. Fine, thank you. That's brilliant. My French is not very good, but I hope I managed to stumble my way through. Just in time to eat. Oh, fantastic. Well, lovely to have you, Lesia. And Cluster, thank you so much for the follow. Farming an egg had a low drop chance and it hatches in the coloured mount, but we're insta-killing this one mob, so it respawned as soon as it spawned. Oh, right, okay. And the kill you skin, you made about 300,000 in 2 hours. Okay, I can see why that's probably been nerfed then, Kirito, definitely. Baptism by fire. I worked that out. I'm doing very well, thank you very much. What about yourself? Not supposed to encourage me to buy more stuff. Absolutely, Commander Bond. What's required for the 32 slot bags? It's not a lot at all at the moment. If we look at the 32 slot bags here whilst I'm here, the lightless silk, oops, I just minimized it, lightless silk pouch takes 15, but it does take 25 penumbra thread, which is the main problem there. Got a crafting cost of 1,600. You could possibly, with that lightless silk a bit cheaper, make yourself a few more lightless silk pouches for a small profit there, definitely. Halis Eta Beta, thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you're doing well. You can buy 150,000 desolate leathers if I have a price cap of 3 gold. That's a lot, definitely. That is a lot. 78,000 deep sea satin for 1 gold 85 on your server. Wow, Sansafor, that can make a fair few bags of that. From the vendor, 3 gold would still be decent if your soul dust price is high. My soul dust price is quite high at the moment. It'll probably go down for a little while, I imagine, looking at this. If we go and look at enchanting mats, soul dust is currently at 24 gold. So I would say that is pretty good. My mat cost is currently telling me 17 gold, so that is still okay. Sacred Charter telling me 172, so that is actually more expensive at the moment. My mat cost is telling me 184. So I'd need to look at my Bracer Shuffle numbers here and maybe incorporate that leather or something like that. K1DHD, thank you so much. Love my YouTube, first time here. Well, lovely to have you here on the live version. We're here talking through the Wowhead blog at the moment, which I have up here on my second screen. We're talking about all the vendor nerfs and things like that. So there's lots of different things we can do here in terms of making gold, definitely. That's fair enough. This is way too expensive for a 32 slot bag. Matt's wise on your server. Lightless silk is still selling for 55 gold on your server. It's cheaper to make the BFA 32 slot bag. Oh, really, Crumb Cake? I guess it depends if you've got the what's it? The Hydra cores you'll need for that. That's the main thing. That's absolutely fine, thank you, Lego. I'm going to be opening my mailbox, and the gold will be flooding in then, but thank you so much. Hardened Callosides are 1100 on your server, down from 2,300 2 days ago. Are these going to level out, do you think? I think so, Champion, I think so. I think there's been a bottleneck of supply and demand whilst people are getting their enchanters through. Now that we're seeing the eternal crystals coming down in price, I think we're going to see a few of these sort of bottlenecks be smoothed out. More people are coming in, and so I think the things that are really ridiculously expensive will start to come down quite a bit. Rinfi, good evening to you. Your lightless is at 140, but the bags are at 289. That is definitely bad baptism. And Caroline and Azaka, thank you both for the follows. Lovely to have you here. Desert Leather lost its old price fall, so the leathers have fallen in value as well. Yes, definitely. Elahoof, good evening to you. Orion, good afternoon to you. Disappointed with legendaries at the moment. Everything is unprofitable. It's a difficult point, I think, at this point, Zero Mixer, simply because of the supply and the demand at the moment. It depends on your servers and how many active sort of like raiding people you've got, I guess, and things like that. So who's going for and racing for the end game on your server, and are they willing to pay the top prices, and have you got enough or too many people supplying it? So it's that very difficult balance between supply and demand at the moment. Pacifidins Losman, I think I've got some of that right. I hope I got. If I can call you either Dennis or Passive, that would make things easier. I hope that's okay. Thank you so much for the follow. 100 of the rest of the mats are less than 100 gold for me, so the BFA bags sell for 3,200. So you can see how much profit you're making. Wow, that is pretty decent crumb cake, definitely. If you've got those hydrocores, then you're definitely fine. And others cost 2 gold on your server. It requires a rare item to disenchant craft it, which costs 50 gold if you vendor that item. Something is definitely weird. Tenet of Critical Strike costs 2 gold, just 2 gold. That is ridiculously cheap. And then the items to get the Tenet of Critical Strike is what is it? And let me have a look. I can look here. The Tenet of Critical Strike is Sacred Shards, needs 3 of those, so it depends on how easily you can get hold of your Sacred Shards, I guess. You could make that with your cloth cuffs, your blue cloth cuffs, but even that, 2 gold is definitely very cheap. Buy that and gamble on Wednesday to sell. Yeah, I think I'd be similar to Mushy. That is just so cheap, definitely. Pringles, thank you so much for the follow. Bucharest begging for 4 32 slot mats included in the mail. Oh, right, okay. No problem. Allegro, I can do that for you in a moment. Buy it, system it, and sell it next week. Yeah, 2 gold is very cheap, definitely. Let's carry on with the Wowhead blog for the moment, and whilst people are coming in and we're talking about various things with the shuffles and things, because this has obviously changed the price of things, as we were just looking at the Desolate Leather price going down, the Shrouded Cloth price going down, and then how's that going to affect the disenchanting side of things? So we're looking at the Soul Dust and the Sacred Shards as well as a byproduct of this. How's this all going to level out? This is very interesting at the moment, and we're all looking for those money-making opportunities as gold makers, so it's very interesting times, definitely. Either 10% below crafting or 60%. It's difficult, yeah. Cost to make 260 gold. Yeah, it can be expensive depending on what price you can get your Sacred Shards for. But for me, 3 Sacred Shards would be about a good 600 gold, definitely. So a few comments on this. Basically, one alerting to us of this change. Evelyn 2 starting the post on Reddit, talking through all the different options here and things you can still make gold, like making braces for disenchanting, and then saying that dust prices will likely keep going up. Green braces got nerfed pretty hard with a 3x thread and the 80% thread cost increase. But then we've also got, like we discussed, the leatherworking side of things, which only requires the 1 thread. So we'll see what happens on that front, definitely. Then if you really want to get into spreadsheets and stuff, Reckles, aka Want to Buy Gold, has done a really good video talking about how he can see how the different prices could have been approached and how you could have done something differently, and what does this mean for the way Blizzard are approaching things. So lots of theory crafting in this one, lots of spreadsheets, so I highly recommend, if you like either of those, take a look at Want to Buy Gold's video as well. Gives a little bit more sort of thought behind the whys with a good spreadsheet as well. And you know, us gold makers do love a good spreadsheet. Good evening, Quillen. Happy non-Sunday Saturday to you. I hope you're doing well. It's very strange to be streaming on a Saturday instead. It does feel like a Sunday instead. But I'm glad to have you all here. Duroth, thank you so much for the follow as well. So the next topic, this was an interesting one. 2x4 farms. So we talked again about this last week, about people getting lots of BOEs. Lots of people made videos about it. People even like Towley, I saw on stream, was trying it out and testing this Maldraxxus farm, which has since been hotfixed, and so those mobs don't spawn anymore. Apparently one of the ones in Ardenweald has also been nerfed. I'm not sure about that particularly, but apparently there's another one that still is working at the moment. The northern one in the Withered Grove next to the lake still works, apparently, according to Gypsy Hunter. So the thing about 2x4 farms, they're always going to be one. Someone's always going to discover a way to hyperspawn mobs, and even if it's during a world quest and things like that, there's plenty of different ways of doing it. It's a very popular way for people, either singly or as a group, or as a team of people on a few multi-box and things like that, to be able to make the most of this. It's kind of like a mechanic of the game, and so it's just being the most efficient with that mechanic. There's still one in still one in Ardenweald, is there, Zanzibar? Okay. A sunset, yeah, I like that one. And good evening, Hamish, as well. Lovely to have you here. And Adriana, not being able to join a few streams, confusing me. Had to double check which day it is. I know, I'm sorry, Adriana. Not only have we actually got to the Wowhead blog live on a day early, in time with my stream, so thank you, Wowhead team, for making that happen. We also are streaming it as well on a different day. Why 2x4 and not 2x5? Because 2x5 means the way the whole tagging system works, 4 people in one group can tag a mob, and that leaves one slot open for another person to tag it. Now that second person can be in as another group, and if they tag it, then their other group members, up to another 3, so that takes 2x4, can all tag the mob and loot it. Whereas if it was one group of 5, only those 5 would be able to loot it. So it's kind of like a weird system that Blizzard have in place, but it works. So that's why people are doing it. El Goblino, thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream? Lovely to have you here. Hope you're doing well. What did you get up to today? Hi, Dad. Lovely to have you here. No problem, Formax. Why introduce BOE epics and then proceed to nerf every spot available? I guess with the BOE epics, it's a nice idea, and it gives, you know, a nice exciting thing to sell at a decent price, I would say, Zero Mixer. But then if you can reliably get a few of them just by the sheer volume of mobs in something like a 2x4 farm, that kind of takes the rarity and the point of it out. So I can see why they would want to limit that somehow, definitely. Could they technically do a 5x4 then? One person from each group tags it. I'm not sure whether that is... I don't know, Champio, is my honest answer to that. I would guess it could be difficult to logistically arrange that. Not sure what we're really talking about, but been doing a lot of 2x4. Fantastic. You come to the right place then, talking about 2x4 farms. So can you explain, or Goblina, or anyone else in chat? Yeah, it was completely nerd, wasn't it? So which is what we're talking about here. Why wouldn't you have a 5x4? Thinking about it. The best is 3x3 to have 9 people. Yeah, what will the other 15 people do? The cap is 8 players. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Daniel. The mod tab cap is 8. Is the tag cap is 10, or 8 people will kill it fast? Yeah, that's the most people that can loot a mob. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Daniel. I knew someone with more experience will be able to answer it. Yeah. Can't be one group of 5 and 3 in another group. It has to be the 2x4, yeah. Just mean 2 groups of 4. Yes, John Soros. And if you look on the group finder, you'll see a lot of those advertised. Let me just not go AFK for a minute. There we go. You see a lot of those groups advertised in things. Usually it's done with druids as well, and maybe a monk as well. The first group would always have to tag first. Okay. Thank you, PKB. Yeah, the actual... Oh, it doesn't work, does it? Okay. Because both groups can tag, yeah. That's so I think it's just the way the mechanics work out. I don't know who came up with the 2x4 system in the first place. I saw it came through during BFA, wasn't it? Yeah. 1 Broodmaster Monk and Druids as pullers and DPS, basically. Won't be fast if only 5 are killing the mobs. The thing with the 2x4 is 8 people killing is so fast the mobs can respawn faster. 5 people killing, it's not that fast and waste of time. Yeah, so that as Metcat's got the real, it's real down to efficiency of numbers and min-maxing things, definitely. Is any Shadowlands crafting profession doing good right now? Yes, dependent on your server and dependent on the profession. And they will all come and go in different levels throughout the whole course of the expansion. Right now, I'd be very interested in seeing what alchemy and enchanting do over the next week or two when everyone starts doing things like raids and mythic pluses. Cooking as well should be quite good. Then the other things like the base armor crafts, tailoring, blacksmithing and leatherworking, if you've got a level 60 that can make the base legendary items, depending on your server and your material prices and how much gold you're willing to invest in it, there could be opportunities there as well. So there are, and dual crafting as well, don't forget dual crafting, that can make legendary base items too. This was 34k of raw gold and nearly 70k in total for you, not taking into account BOE drops. Wow, that's pretty good, old Goblino. Very good. Still making the lion's share of your profits at the moment. Interesting, Cromcake. Can't crank out enough sacred shards to keep the scrolls up. Yeah, it's something I'd like to do more of at the moment on Samadan. I'm starting to get some sales coming through now. Not huge profits, but we're starting to see some return on my numbers. We'll have a look at my mailbox a bit later in the stream once we've gone through and talked through the Wowhead blog. If you can get it too fast, I have to wait a couple of seconds. So which is why you need the hyper spawn so that the mobs respawn much faster. Anyway, guys, just getting info. Exactly, yeah, it's an interesting thing to learn about. I've not really done many myself either. I kind of not that coordinated, to be honest. Crimson Blade recently been farming herbs. I've been told by a friend not to sell them as the price will go up in a couple of weeks when the demand for flowers start to eat up the supply. Do you think it's worth holding on to your herbs now or just sell them? If you're not sure, I would maybe say sell half of them now and keep half of them for later. That way you're hedging your bets. It's difficult to say, depending on your server, of course, as well. It depends on supply and demand. The only thing you could really look at is look at the price of herbs in the start of Legion before the raid came out, and look at the prices of herbs at the start of BFA before the raid came out, and see if you can see any correlation on your server with the herb prices, and therefore make a educated guess on what might happen with Shadowlands. Check what's needed for the flask and the cauldron. Yeah, not all herbs are needed, as Mushy said, so it could be something very specific that you need there as well. Made your first Revenant Rep Feast. Be a great item to sell next week. Oh, fantastic, bow and arrow. That should be good. Hold on, what did I have there? Finally got to the point where you have over 700,000 in auctions and auction house without dipping below 1 million. That's pretty nice, Carrowblade. Very nice indeed. All but Death Blossom are needed. Okay, and then Death Blossom's the cheaper one anyway, isn't it? It's the Lacedrite, equivalent. So the other thing we've already been talking about quite a lot is the legendary base items, and Fox Duo came up with some really nice, interesting bits of information about things to keep in mind with the legendary base items, because obviously people are bemoaning the fact that they are very cheap or below crafting cost on their servers. There's things to bear in mind at this point. You know, demand is very, very slim at the moment, so we'll see what happens in weeks to come. They've been very much hyped up, so those that don't normally craft them joined the party trying to get rich. But the fact is that people have rushed to it maybe a bit early and aren't necessarily seeing the profits they thought they might see, and then may abandon it and just throw all their items away to try and get some money back. Crafting cost to make it to the higher ranks is very high, so whether you can actually afford to get all the way up to the rank 4s and have the consistency to be able to work your way all the way through that, that's going to be interesting as well. Exactly what you thought about legendaries as well. I think so. Sasquatch as well. Might be needed for cauldrons, but flasks are not needed. Alright, okay. Every herb, including Death Blossom, was needed by an officer of your guild who does the alchemy stuff. Okay. You don't think they'll ever recover? Rank 2 might level out, since it's only a 2 reset weight to make them. I guess, I don't know really. How many... The thing is, you've got different people at different paces of the game. So you've got those that are maxing things out, definitely. But then there may be those that really are just very casually going through at their own pace. And you may still see a trickle through of prices, but whether they recover, whether the demand is high enough on the servers, that's the tricky thing. I can see what you mean with that crumb cake, definitely. Being able to buy rank 4s at crazy price, then realise they can't use it, and it messes with their fun in the game. I know, this is the thing. I don't understand why people are buying the rank 4s now. It seems very premature, especially as we don't know how sort of the tweaking of the legendaries and what's going to be best in slot is going to be useful or not, definitely. Only 2 for the people that are able to do mythics. 90% isn't dashing through Torghast. Exactly. I've only gone through the second level in Torghast myself, so there's still plenty of things. Getting the soul ash is the hard part, definitely. Every time more soul ash is unlocked, players will have to acquire another rank base item if they want to stay competitive, and that's a lot of upgrading. You sold 4 rank 4 mail shoulders already at 80,000 each. Not sure why they're buying them, but yeah, you're good with it if they're buying them. I never ask too many questions if people are willing to spend money now. I'll just quietly try and keep supplying them with the things you need. And then Swiper was talking about how I've been buying up all the 190, 210 and 225 pieces that were going for sub 1,000, sometimes even sub 200 gold. Small investment for a potential huge reward. If the prices bounce back up, that's going to be very interesting. Tempted to buy all your ranks for all slots now. Oh really? Just so that you've got them in readiness. Real Ginny. I guess actually because the prices are so low now, it would make sense to buy them now. is what you're saying. So just if you've got that kind of gold sitting aside, then you might as well. Vendor your rank 4 instead of selling it for 80k. 1, just so I have them, and 2, because prices are pretty low right now. Yes, Real Ginny's got... Speaking as someone who raids, Real Ginny, I appreciate your advice on that one. Me, myself, who isn't in a raiding guild, I just go with, what people tell me, what I research myself, and see what I think makes sense to me, and what I see evidence of people actually buying on the auction house. I usually, with my sales, I usually let the buyers dictate what's happening and what I restock on. It tends to work for me in most situations anyway. So it's going to be interesting. I'm really looking forward to see what happens with legendaries over time. Yeah, you managed to level Leatherwick for less than 6k. I'm not sure that will mean profits later down the road. Wow, that's pretty cheap. I guess with the Desolate Leather it is at the moment. I've hit a roadblock with my leatherworking. I think I really need to get to level 60 before I can do any more with it, to be honest. So I'll probably carry on leveling up to 60 with Earth and my leatherworker, and make a fair amount with the skinning at that point as well. And speaking of kind of like just regular gold, this one, talking about callings for gold, was really nice. I mean, I didn't realise quite how much these are like your emissaries equivalent of BFA, that doing your calling gives you 1,500 to 2,500 worth of grey vendor trash. So it's effectively like getting the gold, but you just sell it to a vendor. And some of them are very easy, but also some of them are quite complicated. So if you can find a nice easy one to do, and you have a number of alts that can do their callings, that could be a nice steady thing for an alt army to do every now and again, like a lot of people used to do with the emissaries. They used to go around, bash through a number of world quests, get the emissary done and get their 2,000 gold. And if you're doing that on multiple characters and can do it really quickly, that soon adds up, definitely. You've already spent more than 6k on thread alone. Yeah, it can get expensive depending on your servers. I certainly have spent a lot of gold so far. Like I said earlier in the stream, I'm down to 395,000 gold. I do have a nice mailbox to open in a moment, so I've at least got that. What would you say about the difference of giving the gold directly with the chest or giving away greys that you sell later? I quite like the fact that you have to sell something. I think it gives it more of a kind of like, I'll give you this stuff, but it's worth a lot to the right person. Whereas just giving you a straight gold amount, it's like, okay, well, that's just cash. So you just, it makes it a bit more interesting from a roleplay point of view. I don't think it actually makes any real difference other than that, certainly. You have all the gold you have, or is it only on this server? That is all the gold I have on this server. It doesn't include my Horde character, who has about 40,000 gold. It doesn't include that enchant neck Mark of the Trained Soldier that I've just sold for 1,500. Maybe easy to track. Oh, that could be a good thing, Metcalf, actually. Thinking about it from Blizzard's point of view, or do you mean from a TSM point of view? Yeah, you'll see the merchant prices coming through on that front. And also my gold doesn't include what I've earned on NA as well, which is a small amount, nothing huge at the moment, but we'll see that coming through in the end. Snacken, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Vendor Mount and a junk sell add-on makes no difference in the end, definitely. Yeah, both Blizzard and add-on aside. Yeah, I mean, I guess that would make it easier, because it's not just like a raw gold number, you know where it's come from. So that would make things interesting. Maybe harder to track from a TSM point of view. Yeah, with the chest on TSM. Does it not register it as just gold income at some point, I guess? That would be my question. But yeah, that could work. I'm quite happy with that. Can you say hi to my girlfriend? She is listening for the first time and loves my stream. Kaizoku, I can certainly do that. Good evening, Lauren. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a wonderful evening with Kaizoku, enjoying the stream whilst we talk about gold making and chickens as well. Because don't forget, for the pet for millionaires, you can get, I believe it's called Francis, is it? This chicken? I haven't picked this up yet. Even though I've had a million several times before, I've never actually bothered to go and get this. But it's a nice little reminder, something to aspire to you. It's not a Brutosaur, of course, but it's a wannabe Brutosaur. So I would say give this one a go if you haven't. He just likes rich people. So I think that would be a nice little thing to go and get if you haven't got it already. I haven't got it myself yet, definitely. Commander Bond, definitely. Use accountant add-on. Okay, interesting. First is a pompous member of the. You go here, I think. Hard to find. Remember, he won't interact with you unless you have 1,000,000 gold. So you go here in Tiragard Sound. Let's make the map bigger. Just near the Norrington Estate, it looks like. Right down here. If you look on the, there's the link to it here, so if you're not sure, you go onto the Wowhead blog and follow down to the link at the bottom. I'll give you the link to the blog again if you haven't got it, so that could be interesting, definitely. Peasant don't like poor people, doesn't it? Exactly. And CXBEX, thank you so much for the follow. Hope you're doing well. And Talby, good evening to you. Thought it was Sunday for a second. I know Gwilym was saying he was very confused with the day. I'm doing very well, thank you very much. How about yourself? I hope that's useful to everyone. That is the Wowhead blog for today. So I hope you all found that interesting and had a few different things to talk about with the gold making community and how things are ever evolving. It's always going to be changing, especially at the beginning of an expansion. So there's lots and lots of stuff. You got them already, have you, Bow and Arrow? Fantastic. Snagged a few deals, and your Sacred Shard crafting cost is now 104 gold. So closest sub 100 with 10 hit chance, selling for over 500. That is very nice crumb cake. Those are the kind of margins we like to see carrying on through the expansion. So I hope you enjoyed that Wowhead blog. If you're looking through, watching through the embed, please do come through. We're going to open mailboxes and do regular gold making as well throughout the stream. So it'll be lovely to have you here. And if you do have any questions about gold making, me or anyone else in chat is more than happy to answer. I'll go park this here for the moment. We don't need that now. Now, the mystery is here. What was I doing here? I was here in Bastion. I'm right at the top, near the Eternal Forge, because I want to open up this chest, because I've been reliably told that the loot from this chest gives me something that I can disenchant for an Eternal Crystal. So I wanted to go and try that out. Literally, Demacia, good evening to you. How do I make gold? I am about to go and try and make some now. Let me just work out. I've got a video. So this was very helpfully hinted to me on my YouTube comments, and then I looked up a video from Wildchild about how to get it, and then I need to find. There we go. So we need to do patience first. So I need to go to where patience is. So we'll go through and do this, and jump in here. Just go around each of these. Don't post things, there's your issue. That's the one. So we'll click on this first. Go in with that. And then the next one, knowledge, insight, then judgment. So we'll just keep on going around until we get to knowledge. It's 4018 in Bastion, right at the top. Insight, so we want knowledge next. Patience, knowledge. You've got to click these in the right order, apparently. So let's go over here. It just loops you round each of these things. So this one is judgment. Okay, we do that one last. Carry on round. And then, right, this one's knowledge. We clicked on patience, now knowledge. Then insight, then judgment. Okay. Miss Rooney, good evening to you. Glad to see you live. Watching first week video at work. Fantastic. Lovely to have you here. That's patience. We don't want that one. What did I want? Third one, insight. Okay, let's go through here. Thoughts on getting alts to 60 and doing the daily callings of 1 to 3 key each. I think it's a reasonable thing. I mean, I always use my alts for their professions more than anything else. Right, insight is my third one. Right, we'll click on this one. And then we're going to need to go and find judgment next. I'll just keep going round because it's easier just to be consistent this way round. Did you know that the path to judgment is longer than the one you might think? Now this is judgment. Now I've been reliably told you don't click on judgment. You actually go over and click on this one instead, which will take me here, and then this judgment we can click on like so, and then I believe we should go back to where the chest is, hopefully. I think it's down there somewhere. Taking us up to the top. There we go. The gift of Theonis. Open the chest, and we get a harmonious sigil of the Archon. It's a requires level 60 cosmetic item, but it is epic. And as an enchanter, so I'm going to learn this. We'll pop it on. I've already learnt it actually, but then I'm going to disenchant this one and get myself an Eternal Crystal, which is currently selling on the auction house for 7,800. So there we go. So you can only do this once per character, and you have to obviously be an enchanter to be able to disenchant it as well. So thank you first and foremost to my YouTube viewers who gave me that little bit of information, and thank you to Wildchild, whose video I just watched and did it on, which if you look at this link here, this is Wildchild's video that I just watched, and that told me how to do it. So thank you, both of you. There we go. That's much easier. Jelly Bear Legion. I love that name. Thank you so much for your brand new Prime. It's absolutely lovely to have you here. Whole load of emotes for you. Welcome to the Samadan squad. And I'll pop those in there and there. Thank you so much. Jonata Rebus, thank you so much for the follow as well. Fantastic to have you here. I don't think is it 100%. You've done it twice and haven't got an epic. Oh, interesting. Key 100 pure. As far as I was led to believe, I thought it was always possible. Fishy boy, good evening to you. Dog ate the homework, no problem. It's not a Sunday, so I can appreciate it might be a bit strange doing it on a different day. So we're up here at the top in Bastion, if you're wondering where we are. So we're at the top here on this little island in the middle. Thank you, please. Oh, that's the app, isn't it? Yes. And hi, Contessa, how are you? Right, let me just go through here. So that was quite good. Let's see where this takes me. I assume this will take me all the way back down to the bottom. This way would probably take me down where I need to go, I'd expect. Oh no, this takes me up to the top. Probably best just to fly down, I imagine. Let's Goblin Glider ourselves. Actually, you know what? We'll Hearthstone. We'll go back and actually, no. Where am I? I tell you what, it'll be easier just to go over to my this way, and we'll go over to my Covenant. Don't think I can quite land on those rocks. Let's try going through here. Bit sort of Millennium Falcon dodgy style. We'll go through. grab ourselves a land on the path. There we go, fantastic. Artfully done. Won't log in. It can take a while, as Darkwing just said in the message up above. It's the server's got a bit of load at the moment, so give it a bit of time, and hopefully it'll be okay. Can I get up this way? I can't remember. If not this way, then I'll go up another way. I think this isn't a portal part. The portal part's all over the other side. I really need a flight point, so I'll go down to the one down there that I went past. That'll be easier. Pilgrimage, good evening to you. I'm doing very well, thank you very much. How about yourself? I might get connecting to server message for a while. Yeah, that's the issue, isn't it? There we go. Drozelia, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. How's your Sunday so far? Got some nice fishing pools here. We could possibly do a bit of fishing. Don't forget your fishing. I'm just going to find myself to a flight point over here, and then get up to my Covenant home, and then I'll look at my mailbox. We'll go through the mailbox and the other characters. We're working through professions at the moment. Lots of stuff we've been doing. We've still only just got started. It's still Saturday. It's not. Did I say Sunday? It's a easy mistake to make at the moment. Oh, what's this? A trinket that's 148. That could be quite nice. Go over and do that in a bit later. Let's head over this way. It's still Saturday here. Oh, it's so confusing. I confuse even myself. There we go. Let's head through here. Search the Reverend Dress Shuffle. It's from today. If this lasts more days, the crystals will fall before the raid. Okay, let me have a look back at what you were talking about, Formax. I missed that earlier. Sacred Shards will fall with a new vendor shuffle from Reverend Dress, though. Okay, so I haven't seen that vendor shuffle. Reverend Dress Shuffle. Let's have a look. The Solheim one, I guess. Potentially, I would think from that one. Took you some 3 hours to level fishing to 200. Not sure, but they've not tested that. Actually, that going way over 200 will be beneficial, as you still get trash at 215. A very low chance, 2 to 4 trash per hour. Wow. Okay, maybe that's useful. To have like things that will give you an extra fishing boost. Certainly, there are a few items, aren't there, as well? And let's go down to my mailbox. Let's see the things that I've sold over the past few days. We had a really good end to my stream. It was last night, wasn't it? It wasn't that far away. Okay. Use bait, as Mushy said, definitely helps when it comes to fishing. There's a good fishing guide on Wowhead, yeah. And it costs 2 gold 40 at the vendor, and it lasts half an hour as well. It's the Solheim one, is it? Okay, that's the one at the top of my list. That one says nerf, though. Maybe it's a different one. I'll have a look later. Yeah, it's the Eternal Crystal one. We'll have a look. Right. Okay. So, mailbox for today. This is the last. It's gone up as well. Wow. Okay, that's gone up even more. This is the biggest mailbox I've had in a long while. So this is my sales for the past, well, 2 days, really, 24 hours roughly. I have had sales of, wow, it's been so long I've never actually sold those, but I actually have sold, after years of posting these on, Royal Moonshroud Braces and Royal Moonshroud Robe. Sold each of those 15 and 16,000 each. That's very nice. We also have Enchanted Elysium Balm, a few enchants coming through, Enchanted Lightless Silk at 5,000, Otherworldly Bag, some old enchants, Quick Navigation, Fortified Speed, the new ones, Illuminated Speed, Fortified Speed. Not really good prices on these, but still ticking through. 10 gold on Netherweave Bags, Shrouded cloth pants for 119 gold, that's quite cheap. And callous hide, big one here, 39,000 for 6 of those. And then tenet of haste, binding of strength, that's quite good at 3,500. Then we've also got another load of enchanted Alethian bars here, 15,000. Some more, 5 callous hide for 33,000. And then some Shadowlands gathering at the bottom, totaling up 159,000 gold. Now, considering Samadan has, what do you have? Where's your bag? There we are. Hold on. Let's open it up. Has 2,300 gold left on him. We've spent all our gold. Kittens are coming inside, just trying to work out. And I was quite worried for a while that I wasn't making a lot of gold. So after we got the sales coming through last night, and then I've got a few more from today, including these ones, the more Royal Moonshroud ones. That has been amazing. There we go. Are you alright? But really, repost your Shadowlands enchants and craft. I've only got 2 hours left. That's fair enough, Mushy, but I'm going to enjoy this mailbox for a moment and just, I'm going to need a record of this for later. So, Tenet of Versatility was the last one there. So I'll just keep that highlighted. Was it that last one? No, Tenet of Versatility 2, that one. There we go. Okay, I'll print screen that one as well. So that is going to bolster up my reserves a huge amount for today. I'm very happy with that so far. We've still got a lot of things we need to sort out as well. 62,000 since noon. Very nice, Mushy. Very nice. I do need to post a few things on, so we'll have a look at what I can post on here at the moment. Let's go here and we'll go auctioning. I think I've got a few bits and pieces on me already, so we'll just run a post scan and see what they're at. These are below min price. These are the expires that I've got. Sinful Revelation, currently at 18,000. My crafting cost is telling me is 19,000. That's going to be based off my Eternal Crystal price being quite high at this point. I might be able to turn a profit on these ones. Have I not been reselling Arboreal Shards? No, not yet. Is that because, can you... Oh, this is all going all over the place here. One world quest done, fantastic. Why would you resell the Arboreal Shards is my main question. Boreal. Is it just like your standard vendor shuffle? Boreal Shards at 248, vendor buy price at 125. Material cost is telling me 125. Why would people buy these? I guess it's the same as anything else, it's for convenience, but reposting those does seem very strange. Very strange indeed. There we are, we're up to 555,000 gold now. So what we need to do is just go through my other characters first. I'll repost all their bits and pieces on next, and then we'll go through and check on restocking and things for Samadan, because we've got a fair amount to do on him as well. So let's go through. Now, not everyone is really doing a great deal on their professions at this point. It's charging material sold 8,000 of them between 20 and 200 gold profit. Wow. So, Sham Shalowin, that is amazing. Solid and Sacred Shard, supposed to be input reports materials, right? Yes, that's right, snack them. And check the comment below, because there's a correction to the Sacred Shard price string that I think works out better, because my math wasn't quite correct in taking the other one off afterwards. I think it's better to take it off first, so check the reply in that as well, because there's a better version there as well. Great example, going for about 15 a pop on your server. I guess people do still go for convenience, so it's something more than the auction house. Yeah, exactly. I'm not, why I shouldn't be surprised, because I do that with I've done that with all the BFA vendor materials for a long time, so there's no reason why I shouldn't be able to do the same. I just hadn't considered it with arboreal shards. Right, we got a few expires. Not sure whether much of this stuff is going to actually sell, because this is BFA potions. We'll see. The whole load of why I'm selling fell slate anchors, I'm not quite sure. A bit of what have we got here though? We've got battle potion of strength, greater flask of the vast horizon, and greater flask of the undertow. A few sea mist potions. I guess people are looking for some skips there. A little bit of spare meat and stuff I had there, and a bit of lightless silk I sold. So that's 4,900. I'm just going to take a screenshot of that, grab all of that. There we go. Now I think this is probably because in my groups and operations here, I have a base group that has an auctioning operation assigned to it. So I'm going to actually remove that one, because that's basically meaning I'm selling everything that's in my bags, which is not a good idea. Good groups with operations for Shadowlands. There are a few around. I mean, at the moment, I would say just if you're not sure, take your time and post things manually, because we're not really sure exactly how much prices are fluctuating at the moment. You get blank when you input that string. Could it be that you don't have a crafting price or a mat price for something, perhaps? So you have to have the crafting price of that. You have to be able to make those braces on a tailor, is the thing to think about. You could, instead of using the crafting of the bracer, you could look at the smart average buy price of the materials required to make the bracer. That way you don't have to use crafting. That's another option you could look into. It might make things easier for characters that can't craft it. That's something I hadn't considered when I sent that one out. Let me just go here. I'm going to go and post this lot on.
Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Once you start getting rep with your factions, you can get raw materials for less. This is true. This is very true. Let's have a look. All of these, we'll try these. We'll see what kind of price we get for these. You never know. I'm not making any new ones yet, and we'll just see how that goes. I've also got a load of stuff to sell. Now these, I am sure my D-junk should be working. Okay, got rid of those. Destroy frame. Shift right click. Let me just change that. Yeah, that's got fell slate anchors on there. Let's just destroy those whilst we need them. Don't really need those. Just take up bag space. Get rid of that. There we go, that's better. Okay, so let's just run through the characters quite quickly. We've got alchemy to work on this week, definitely, in readiness for the raid. We'll see what happens there. Got a little bit of gold on that character. Samadan inscription, again, need to work on this for the missives as well as everything else. That's going to be interesting. We'll have a look on that front. We've still got a lot of work to do on professions, but I'm quite pleased with the progress we've made so far. How's everyone else's professions going? Has anyone got all professions maxed out with deleting items with no sell value? I think that could be it, couldn't it, Commander Bond? Because that does seem to be slightly broken at the moment. Loads of stuff that none sold. Not surprising given all the stuff I have here. That seems to have got stuck. There it is. Come through again. We'll post it on anyway. See if we get any sales. Some of this is transmoggy type stuff. Some of this uncanny gear. Not likely to go through. Highborn compendiums. Maybe, maybe not. There is better stuff out there now. So we'll just go for this and see what happens. You've got alchemy, enchanting, and cooking maxed. Cooking is going to make a profit. Yeah, I think so, Pilgrimage. It'll be a nice steady seller. Not everyone bothers with it, certainly. You're missing inscription and skinning to max, as well as fishing. That's not many to catch up on, Solidity, definitely. When the epic crystals were 2k, Carablade, that is a good position to be in, definitely. We maxed tailoring, cooking, herbalism, mining, fishing. The rest is work in progress. Okay, that's a good amount. Both need to get to 60. Yes, that's the other tricky one. What about, I guess, dual crafting I need as well to get to 60. I always forget that one. Right, post those on. We'll go on to another character, get a few other bits and pieces on. We'll do Earthen next. Now, Earthen's my leather worker. It would be tempting, whilst that world quest is up, to go and do a little bit of skinning in Bastion. That would be quite nice. Depends on how many mobs are around and what we can tag. That would be a useful use of my time. From a skinning point of view. We'll have a look at that in a moment. Oh, and archaeology. Yeah, I don't think archaeology counts, does it? Now it's been abandoned by Blizzard. There we sold some heavy callous hide for 8,690. So we did manage to convert some. So we'll open that. We'll post on the stuff we do have. There we go. Run a post scan of this lot. Too many skinners, not enough killers. Oh, really? Okay, I'll have a look on my version, see if we have many. Oops, wrong button. There we go. Let's post these lot on. Skimming and fishing in Bastion. First thing I did was fishing, skinning and cooking. Yeah, I'll have a look and see what it's like. Okay, so still got a load of stuff that is missing here. This is all my composite bow and stuff like that. Probably need to look at what I can sell on this front. We'll look into that a bit later. At this stage, I want to go over and check the skinning situation. So we'll head on over to Bastion and see what it's like, because that could be useful. Triton Blade, happy Saturday to you. Hope you're doing well. Now let's go have a look. So we're going over to Hero's Rest. My ether worm's going very slowly. Caldera 51, thank you so much for the follow. How are you? How's your gold making journey going? The Nurse of Threader made so many things not worth crafting. It is from the sense of from a vendor shuffle point of view. This looks slightly different. Is it just my eyes? It looks more colourful. It was black before, or maybe I just wasn't paying attention. Now we've got the grey bits. There we go. We're through. Too late for skinning party. Have every other profession maxed out outside of inscription though. That's a good place to be in Formax, definitely. Anyone who's got more than sort of 3 professions maxed out already, I think should be in a strong position for diversity. And then it's a question of just finding out which is the best on your server and going with those and doubling down on things that are proving to be profitable. Where can I find a cooking fire? I keep one with me at all times. I have Pierre as a companion, and that works for me best. You can also use the little Ragnaros, the pet, or you could be a mecha gnome and you can use yourself for cooking. The problem I found with little Ragnaros is he's a store-bought pet and he costs the same as a token. So for me, technically, that's 158,000 gold right now, whereas I managed to pick up Pierre for about 60,000 gold. So I found Pierre to be the cheaper of the two. Or a camping fire would work as well. I'm not sure about the Cinder Kitten. I don't know if that one works or not. Let's just jump off the edge of a cliff. Let's go have a look, see what we've got. There we go. How many people are killing? How many are skinning? Let's have a look. There's one over here. We can help tag things as well. We'll get XP at the same time. That would be useful. We haven't got Shadowlands Gathering yet, which is also interesting. We can help out that person. There we go. No, we're not helping out that person. We're carrying on. Let's go over here. There's some more hides here. Let's grab that one. Let's go help out that one. There we go, picked up a few. And then we can loot these at the same time. Skin those. And we've got some people here as well. We've maxed out skinning. Last time we were here, we maxed out skinning really, really quickly. Good afternoon, Sharo Dave. Old man, indeed. How was your birthday? Happy birthday to you. We didn't get to raid you earlier because we were having a long stream at the time. Happy birthday to you. You'll play, yeah, Demon Hunter when Pound Down, so we'll be able to play one. Let's just grab those two whilst you're here. Grab that one whilst you're here. Really need Shadowlands Gathering here, if I'm going to be doing this properly. Gonna have some friends coming up here in a moment, so they'll come through. Actually killed them myself whilst I'm here, might as well. Max out skinning in half an hour. You can definitely. It's an easy profession to skill up. I was able to do it nice and easy as in this location, so I'd highly recommend it if you are thinking about it. And for me, this will be good XP as well, because I do need to level up to 60 on this character anyway, so I'd rather do it with professions if I can. So working on my professions and working on my leveling at the same time is a win-win for everything. Now you have 27 by 3 monitors. I might take up a lot of space. That's pretty nice though. My monitor here is, yeah, my main monitor is 27 inch. I quite like the size of it. Having 3 of them though, that is quite a lot, definitely. I'll just keep on, there we go, let's loot these and skin them before they disappear. Need Shadowlands Gathering enchant. If only I knew an enchanter who could make some for me. And then I'll go and grab some. I just missed that one. Aggro range must be quite small on these. I can pick that one up as well. Right, let's go see if there's anyone else around first before we individually kill these. Someone else is skinning over there, it looks like. Jump over here. Bados is doing his little resty thing. Anyone else? Not many people over here killing. There's do seem to be a fair few skinners around. Those are, one's been left. We'll check those. We'll see. There we go. Dark Moon Firewater. Actually, that's a good point. We could have a look at that. I did have some on me. Don't appear to have any in my bags at the moment. Maybe it's in the guild vault. We can have a look at that. Let me just go over here. Mobile banking. Let's just check. Dark. There we go. Dark Moon Firewater we have. Fantastic. Good. Thank you for the suggestion. We'll see how that works. See if it works any quicker for me here. Bados Freedom Friendly showed up. There he goes. Doing his thing. We don't need that at the moment, so we'll leave that. Someone else is over here, so we'll go over. See if we can help out with the killing here first. And now I don't know if people are skinning here as well. You can just grab a few extras. See if anyone is skinning. Oh, that's much faster, isn't it? There we go. I'll grab that lot. There we go. I just offer do tomorrow though. Not sure seeking is worth at this point. Leather is so low. I mean, the thing you're looking for here is like heavy desolate leather and the where is it? Oh, there's some up here. Let's go up here. The heavy callous hide is the one we really want here at this point. I might as well speak to these people and do the world quest whilst I'm here, because if we save the caretakers and well, there's one here. There we go.
At which temple do you train?
We will be able to get the world quest done as well. There's one over here. I'm stuck on the wall, which really doesn't help. There we go. There we go.
I welcome you.
There we go. And then there's another one down here somewhere, I believe. Where are you? No, this has got the barrel on it. There's caretaker over this side.
It is an honor.
Let's help out here whilst we're here. So get that tag, and then we'll grab over here, grab this one, and then we're in a good position.
Walk the path.
There's still a few more actually. I need to go over this direction. It looks like they're not skinning over there, so I'll go pick that up whilst I'm here. There we are, and then this one.
At which temple do you train?
Help out everyone else there. Good evening, Netronum. Hope you're doing well. Crikey, there we go, and 2 more caretakers. And then where are they? Oh, just here, in fact. Grab that and that whilst we're here.
We must all
Clear the path for you on that one. 1 more to do. Hiding around the corner.
Archon guide you.
Then we get a little bit of XP, bit of reputation, and then we can carry on with a bit of killing here, or finding people who are doing killing with us and who aren't skinning, and we can do it together. Looks like there's a spare one over there. Grab that. There we are. And then another one here. Mopping up and clearing up the corpses. This is what we like to do. Help out with all of these. Might as well get the kills as well. There we go. Providing a service, exactly. There we go. I believe they're skinning as well, so I'm not going to take them from them. I'll take, because they are, yeah, they're doing the skinning, so I'll leave them. Identifying the people who are doing skinning themselves, we can help them out, certainly, with killing things. We're doing the same things ourselves anyway. I'll go over here, pick a few more. Up here is usually a good point because you can get a few in one go. From here, if I'm going to do killing myself, I'll just go through here and just grab a few. There we go, grab all of these. Obviously it's a lot slower when you're killing them yourselves and you're not that well geared, as I certainly am not that well geared. I'm currently item level 85, so there's a lot we could do to make this character really efficient in terms of killing things. Especially as we are dying as well, which doesn't help our situation. There we go, it's a bit better. Go pick up some extra health whilst we're here. There we are, there we are. Take all of these. There we go. Okay, let's go skin these. Not going to spend a long time skinning these actually, to be honest. I've got a fair amount from me in just that small session that we did there. Let's head back to the Ring of Fates after doing that. See what we did get out of that. I've got a fair amount of pallid bone anyway from doing my shuffles. We'll have a look mainly at Desolate Leather, and what else did we have there? LLC J20, good afternoon to you. Hope you're doing well. Lovely to have you here. And then we're back here and we'll have a look at what we did collect up there. There was quite a few. What did we get? Callous hides. We got, I'm assuming we got 6 there. And so therefore we could make out of those, I need 10 callus hides to make the heavy callus hides. And currently, what's the callus hide price? Is 233. Let's check the market on these, see whether there's any vendor shuffles, not vendor shuffles, any shuffles we can do with this. So we'll look here, we'll look under for callus. So callus hide at 199. So going from that to that is a increase of about 250 gold. So that would make sense to buy out those at 199. Anything under 200 gold. So that's 105,000 gold there. I've only got 19,000 gold on me at the moment. So that's probably a more reasonable number to buy. If we, what did we have? We had 6 on us. So if we buy 94, we can take those 94 that we bought, pick those up. That should give us exactly enough to then go into 10 heavy callus hides. So we're gaining a 200 gold on each one of those. And heavy callus have gone way down. It's depending, they are generally dropping at the moment on the markets. I can see that certainly. So it's trying to make the profit whilst you can at this point. Now I could stick with just heavy callus hide, or I could go all the way up to the next step, like Mushy is saying, up to enchanted heavy callus hide. So that would have cost me 2,933, and the heavy callus hide, oh, 2,900, we bought it for, let's have a look, hold on, let's have a look at our callus. Yeah, we bought it for less than 200, so we're selling it for 2,250. So then to go up to enchanted, that is looking pretty much evens. There's no real profit from the heavy callus hide up to there. But if you assume that is, if you assume that is 2,000 gold based on buying of those of 200 gold, then our profit here is 495 gold. Yeah, they undercut to Oblivion. What's the difference here? There's 110 here at 5,500. There's another 7 there. Then it jumps up here to where I'm currently selling my enchanted ones. So for me at this point, it may be better just to sell them as heavy callus hides and see if we can get our 240 gold per item there. We've got 10 in our bags. We have 10 for that, or we can do 5 for their enchanted heavy callus hide margin. So I'm going to go here for the heavy callus hide and put 10 on there, see if we can gain a little bit of gold back there. 4,000 is the cost, because it's 2. 2,000 times 4,000. Oh, yes it is. Thank you, Mushy. Yeah, so it actually would be better at 4,000 to go 1,500 up to the heavy callus hide. There we go. Thank you. So I'm probably better off going up to the enchanted then.
Just subscribed.
How thank you so much.
Have you been enjoying Shadowlands so far?
It has been absolutely amazing. Thank you, Boy. Thank you so much for your sub, first and foremost. That is really kind of you. Adam RQ, thank you so much for the follow. And Wolf Moon Girl, thank you also for the follow. Mother Beans, good evening to you as well. Your crafting tunes is on a new player server and convinced they're allergic to cold. Yes, probably. Yeah, both. Spread your chances. Yeah, I think Mushy's got the right tactic there. Spread it across several. So if we have a look at our callus hide here at the moment, look at my auctions, heavy callus hide, we've got 10 on here. If we take, we need 2, so if we take that off for a minute, take that off, and then we're going to put it back on, but we're not going to put all of it back on. We're going to send some to Samadan first. We'll go there. To Samadan. And I'm going to take off Obsiana. Thank you so much. 3 months with your Prime. That is amazing. Thank you, Obsiana. That's really, really kind of you. 6 we will take. There we are. 6 over here. We'll send those to Samadan. And then we'll put the rest back on here. Here comes the kittens. Tips setting value for inks and dust. Not yet, Fishy Boy. When I find some, I'll definitely let you know. Kitten's jumping on the bed. Right, so let's have a look. So we sent those to Samadan. We need to post on the ones we've got here. I'll grab those. And we'll take these and we'll post those on there. So that is giving us extra there. Thank you very much, Mushy, for that. Now, what bag add-on do I use? I use Addy bags, which you sold at Best Buy on your server. It's very, very variable, obviously, isn't it? So we'll sell those, and then we'll jump over to Samadan, who should be able to do the next one. Thank you for Lego for the bag add-on. And we'll jump on back here. Currently in Bastion, so I could probably make use of that there. I probably do need to go to a bank, though, thinking about it, so I might be better off hearthstoning back. We'll have a look at that in a moment. Did require ref. I bet the prices would have been worth craft rather than selling in raw material. Yeah, I think so. This the barrier to entry is the main issue here, isn't it? Yes, it does take a while. Once you power through it, though, stack them, it's not too bad. Getting them to 60 is the other problem, really. Let's take. Oh, that's for the bags for you, isn't it, Vallegro? Which character wanted it? I can do that now if you'd like. What's that for? Dual to bank alt. What's the? Is it RDB Asuna that you want there? Let me just write that down so it's right. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. RDB. Make sure I spell it right. Asuna. There we go, that should work. So let's just take those and I'll open up those as well. That's there, let's get that. I'll just delete that so I've got that. And then I will take all those bags. I could have replied actually, that would have been easier. Okay, we'll try it and hope I can spell it correctly. So tailoring, we want lightless silk pouch. 4 of it, was it? Yes, it was. We'll create those. There we go. Doesn't matter. Either one. Okay, I'll do the Azuna one as it's in my head. There we go. We'll send it over. Send DB UNE. And where's the bags gone? There we are. 1, 2, 3, 4. Send those over. That should work. Hit 1 million this week. First time breaking the threshold. Oh, fantastic, Anamaki. That is fantastic. Are you going to get yourself the chicken pet that we talked about in the Wowhead blog? As you're now a millionaire. That is quite the achievement, actually. It's one of the biggest milestones, I thought, because just the sight of that 1 million gold is really, really nice. Congratulations. Ankinsel bought a big pile of the blue stuff. Ankinsel riding on the waves of reset by others. Sacred Shard smart average buy of 119. That's decently cheap, definitely. Quite yet, I think you're going to focus on professionals leveling for a bit. I think that's probably a good way to go for the moment, certainly. Right, I'm going to get some heavy callus hides. I can make 3 of them with the heavy callus hides that I just got sent. Lightless silk, I can make some. I think I need to do some more enchanted Alethium bars. I do have some on the auction house still, 28. And I've got, how many? 135 of those on at the moment. So those are okay. It's the callus hides that I don't have represented at this stage. Yeah, you and me both, Darkwing. I haven't got the chicken yet either. Auctioning wise, if we just do a post scan here. So now it's saying below min price because it's thinking the min price is not going to be taking into account the 4,000 that I just got them for. So I'll do these manually instead. That would be better. This is why I think sometimes you do need to do things manually, just because prices are so volatile right now. So we currently got here at 5,999. At these prices though, I can do it 5,495, and I know this is a profit based on what I've just been looking at, so I'll post those on. Just have a look at the other one whilst I'm here. Enchanting. Where are we at? Enchanting. Mats, the base items. Shadowlands enchanting. I haven't got the base items here as a shopping search actually. We'll need to look into that. Tukalebo. I hope I pronounced that right. Lovely to have you here. Thank you so much for the follow. Your WoW's a major lag at the moment of office. Oh, sorry to hear that. Is that literally just because of WoW? Is it your internet itself? Yeah. You hit as well, Pummelhead. Oh, fantastic! Congratulations to you as well, Pummelhead. Hard to do bags when you don't have tailoring. It is a tricky one actually. So glad to provide you with storage. We probably actually have a big restock we need to do here. Let's have a look. So we've got the mooncloth robes we'll need to restock on. Look at my restocks we need to do here. I'm going to need access to a guild bank, so I'm going to go somewhere easy, which is Dalaran. I'll go from here. Probably because you're on WoW also. Could be. It could be. Izalamandratsui? I hope I pronounced that right. Thank you so much for the follow. Best legendary effect for both actual hunter specs achieved. Fantastic. Congratulations, Mr. Honkit. I bet you this is quiet. Light step hoof plates. Yes, I need to make some mono hardened hoof plates on El Morte so I can send some over. But that will be on my list of things to make here, definitely. Thank you, Mushy. So, looking at my stuff, nothing in the bags. Look at my auctions. And just make sure we've captured everything. And then we'll go to our professions. In terms of restocking now, we're going to have a whole load of stuff we'll need to restock on here. So, let's just clear that here. Light step plates are up there at the top already. I'll do a new restock here of everything. Uncanny belt, maybe. How many of those have I got? I need to change my uncanny gear, actually. I'll change that down to one of each when it comes to crafting those. I really don't need to make that much uncanny gear now, just for transmog purposes more than anything else. I've currently got it set to 5 of each, which is too much. We're going to go right down to 1 of each now, so we don't need to redo those. Everything else is probably okay for the moment. I've readjusted my enchants already from that point of view. So this time, when we go and do our restock, I bet you that uncanny one will probably not be in there. If we have a look. Yeah, now that's gone. But the Royal Moonshroud robe and braces, that's going to be interesting ones to make. Had those on me for so long. It's using up some Crusader orbs. Luckily I have got a few of those. So we'll have a look in a moment. Everything I need to do, we'll need to do a... there we go. We need to do a hexweave cloth whilst we're here. Grab that, close that and that. Now a lot of stuff to gather here. Okay, let's go over and gather this lot up. Still can't get the string to work. I could write out how it should look instead of crafting I173201 times 2.4. Of course. So what I would look at there, if we go to standard interface. So this is for Shadowlace cuffs, isn't it? For the sacred shards. This is the one. So that is 10 shrouded cloth, 2 lightless silk, and 3 penumbra thread. So I would, looking at this, item ID of shrouded cloth, excuse me, croaky throat. So we have 10 times 310904. Let's write this down. 10 times 310904. We have 2 times 3. Well, that one's 904. Hold on. Item ID's up there.